Hello, good morning students. Today I will take the new topic from electrostatics chapter, that means electric charge and field chapter from NCERT book. This is the first chapter. This is the important derivation which is regularly coming in CBSE board or in a state board. This is important. This type of question is also coming in competitive exam also. That's why this is important from that point of view. Okay. What we have to find? We have to find electric field due to this uniformly charged thin spherical shell. What we have to find? Electric field due to this uniformly charged thin spherical shell of radius r when point P is kept outside the shell. So this point P is kept outside the thin spherical shell. Let's say this is a football and a point P is kept outside the football, and we have to find electric field at this point P. Clear? Let's say our thin spherical shell radius is capital R and this point P distance from the center of the shell is a small r. Which distance? This distance is how much? A small r. At point P, we can take point P anywhere on this shell. So let's say our point P is here. So at point P, what will be the direction of area vector? dA. Area vector will be always normally outward. What will be the direction of electric field? Due to the positive charge, outward. So what will be theta? 0. So this will be flux will be EA cos 0. That means flux will be EA. So first we will calculate what is the net flux. So flux will be equal to closed integral E dot dA. So how we will calculate flux? Flux is E will be uniform monotone. Here also radius will be, let's say here radius will be 5 centimeters. So this will be also 5 centimeters. This will be also 5. This will be also 5. So everywhere radius is same. So if radius, that means distance is same, then electric field will be also same. That means electric field will be constant. And whenever we will integrate, constant will come outside the integration. Inside it will be integration of dA. Integration of dA means area का integration. तो flux link किसके साथ होगा? With which surface flux will be linked? So we will tell with the Gaussian surface flux will be linked. With the Gaussian surface there will be linkage of flux. So what is the radius of Gaussian surface? A small r. So what will be the area of this? 4 pi a small r square. So how much will be the total flux? E into 4 pi a small r square. What is a small r? A small r is the distance of point P from the center of shell. If you don't know, you can write it on your class note that what is a small r? A small r is the distance of point P from the center of shell, and what is capital R? Capital R is the radius of the thin spherical shell. Clear? So this will be the total flux. Now we will apply the Gauss law. So by applying Gauss law, what we will add? What is Gauss law? Total flux linked with any closed Gaussian surface is equal to 1 by epsilon naught times charge enclosed by the surface. So what is the total flux? Flux is equal to E into 4 pi a small r square. This one. And what is Q inside? How we will? Q inside. How we will calculate? This charge is present on the surface, na? So if the charge will be present on the surface, which concept you will use? Surface charge density. What is surface charge density? Surface charge density is charge per unit area, because charge is present throughout the area. So surface charge density, that means sigma, is equal to Q by A. So Q will be sigma into A. But which area we have to take? Charge is present on the thin spherical shell. So we have to take area of thin spherical shell. So what is the area of thin spherical shell? 4 pi r square. कौन सा r? Capital R, because capital R is the radius of thin spherical shell. So what will be the area of that? 4 pi r square. So in the place of Q, what we will add? Sigma into 4 pi capital R square divided by epsilon naught. Something will be cancelled. 4 pi cancelled. So E will be what? E will become sigma r square divided by epsilon naught small r का square. Here if you will notice, sigma is surface charge density which is constant, r is also constant, epsilon naught is also constant. So all these things are what? All these things are constant. All these things are constant. So only variable thing is r. What is a small r? A small r is the distance of point P from the center of cell. So this small r can change, and if a small r will increase, if suppose the distance of point P from the center of cell will increase, then electric field intensity will decrease. ऐसा होना भी चाहिए कि जैसे जैसे डिस्टेंस बढ़ रहा है इलेक्ट्रिक फील्ड इंटेंसिटी कम हो रहा है. ये कहाँ पे हुआ? आउटसाइड द सेल. इसी चीज को हम लोग दूसरे तरीके से भी प्रूव कर सकते हैं. आप लोग पहले इसे नोट कर लीजिए. फर्स्ट नोट इट, then I will elaborate and I will tell you the another method that how we can prove it. So here what we analyze that E is inversely proportional to 1 by r square. E is inversely proportional to 1 by r square. Clear? Now see that how we can prove it in another way. Let's say inside the Gaussian surface total Q charge is present. How much? Capital Q charge is present. So what is total flux? Total flux is what? E into 4 pi r square. And how much total charge is present inside the Gaussian surface? Let's say capital Q charge is present. So this will be Q by epsilon. Is it? So can we write that E will become equal to Q by 4 pi r square epsilon naught? Or we can write like this. So 4 pi epsilon naught r square can we write? And 1 by 4 pi epsilon naught, if you will notice this thing, so 4 pi epsilon naught is what? K. So can we write that this is what? K Q by r square. K Q by. So can we write that electric field outside the cell is equal to K Q by r square. Electric field at any point P which is kept outside the cell. तो सीबीएसई में ऐसा ही डेरिवेशन आता है. आप लोग एग्जैक्टली ऐसे लिखिएगा, लेकिन वो डेरिवेशन भी करेक्ट ही था. यहां पे फिर आप देख सकते हैं कि ये जो K आया है ये K कांस्टेंट आया है. इसका मतलब ये हुआ, और कितना चार्ज हम अंदर में रखे हैं ये चार्ज भी तो कांस्टेंट है, तो ये भी कांस्टेंट है. तो इलेक्ट्रिक फील्ड अभी भी किसके इनवर्सली प्रोपोर्शनल है? स्मॉल आर स्क्वायर का. इज इट क्लियर? So you can write in this way also. I am dividing it again. Total flux will be E close integral E dot dA is constant. Integration of dA. Flux is linked with Gaussian surface. That's why we have to take 4 pi small I का square. Then we will put the value. We will come to the result. Let's say total Q charge is present inside the Gaussian surface. That's why I am directly writing here Q. If you will have any difficulty, you can ask in comment section also on YouTube. Okay? Clear? So when point P is kept outside the cell, then this will be the derivation. But when point P will be kept inside the cell, then how we will derive? That will be our second derivation. What will be second derivation? When point P is kept inside the cell. Inside the cell. Let's say that this is our uniformly charged thin spherical cell. This is our uniformly charged thin spherical cell, and we want to find, and let's say this radius is what? Capital R. We want to find electric field at any point P which is kept inside the cell. So this is cell. I have taken any point P which is kept inside the cell. So let's say this is point P, and let's say this distance of point P is R, a small r. So what we want to find? We want to find E at point P inside the cell. So inside the cell means now a small r is less than capital R. A small r is less than capital R. So what we will do? First we will take a Gaussian surface which is passing through the point P, and the Gaussian surface must be symmetric. So we will take a spherical Gaussian surface. That will be better. So we will take a spherical Gaussian surface. Clear? Okay. Now by applying Gauss law, what is Gauss law? What is Gauss law? Gauss law is total flux is equal to closed integral E dot dA is equal to Q inside by epsilon naught. This is Gauss law. So Q inside means charge present inside the Gaussian surface. तो Gaussian surface कौन सा है? ये वाला, और ये थीन स्फेरिकल शेल. तो क्या Gaussian surface के अंदर कोई चार्ज है? नहीं. All the charge is kept outside the Gaussian surface, on this surface. But inside this Gaussian surface is there any charge? यहाँ पे क्या कोई चार्ज लिखा हुआ है? No, there is no any charge here. So inside the Gaussian surface there is no charge. So we will say Q inside will be how much? 0. Because we have to take charge which is present inside the Gaussian surface. So if this will be 0, then electric field will be what? 0. Why? Because this area will be never 0. Area will be never 0. Something must, and if area is not 0, this whole quantity must be 0. क्योंकि Q inside 0 हुआ, तो ये total term कितना हुआ? 0. If this total term is 0, then this should be also how much? 0. If this should be 0, we know area will be never 0. Then electric field must have to be 0. फिर से समझिएगा, Q inside 0 है, मतलब ये टोटल क्या है? 0. ये टोटल टर्म 0, तो ये टोटल टर्म को भी 0 होना पड़ेगा. एरिया 0 नहीं हो सकता है, तो इलेक्ट्रिक फील्ड को ही 0 होना पड़ेगा. That is what we come to know, that electric field must be how much? 0. Why? Since Q inside is equal to 0. So what we will add? Since inside the Gaussian surface, what we will add? Since inside the Gaussian surface there is no any charge, that's why electric field will become equal to 0. That means when point P is kept inside the thin spherical shell, then there will be no any electric field. That means E will be equal to 0. E will be equal to 0. Clear? Now understand one thing. Revise it again. If point P is present outside the thin spherical shell, then electric field outside thin spherical shell. This formula will be what? K Q by R square. Second, electric field at the thin spherical shell. अच्छा, outside thin spherical shell means when small r is greater than capital R. Electric field at the thin spherical shell. What does it mean? At the thin spherical shell means when small r is equal to capital R. That means in this formula small r will become equal to capital R. So this will be electric field. And when third, electric field inside the thin spherical shell. Electric field inside the thin spherical. अच्छा, inside the thin spherical shell means when R is less than capital R. Then I told you there will be no net charge, so electric field will be equal to 0. Now we want to make the graph of it. Now what we want to make? We want to make the graph of it. So see that how we will make the graph. Graph of, write the topic, graph of electric field versus distance, or that R, electric field versus distance. How will make this graph? Let's say this is our electric field and this is distance r. Let's say this is our thin sphere. तो इलेक्ट्रिकल बन गया ना. Again, let me try to make it. So let's say this is our thin spherical shape. So here this is what? R is equal to capital R. That means when point P will be at the surface. In this side, what will be this? This region is what? This region is when small r is equal to capital R. If you will come in this region, so this is outside the cell. Outside the cell. And this is what? This region is inside the cell. This region is inside the cell. And this is what? At surface. This is at surface. Outside the cell, at surface, inside the cell. Clear? So outside the cell means R greater than R, and inside the cell means R less than R. R less than R. Okay. Now inside the cell, right now I have proved that electric field will be 0. Electric field will be 0, that means this is E. So E is 0, that means there will be E equals 0, that means graph will not go on the y-axis. Here electric field is how much? 0. So graph will be like this. But at the surface, E will be how much? At surface, I told you E will be equal to KQ by R square. E inside will be how much? E inside will be 0. So here it is 0. E at surface, if I will say, E at surface KQ by R square. So it will be KQ by R square. That is maximum. And E outside will be how much? KQ by small I square. So as the distance will increase, E will decrease. So the graph will be like this. So first like this, then like this, and then like this. This is E inversely proportional to 1 by R square outside. As E will be how much? 0. So at the surface E will be maximum. At the surface E will be maximum. If you will have any doubt, then you can ask in comment section. आप लोग comment section में जरूर comment करें अगर आपको कोई doubt हो तो. And enjoy at home. But at the same time you have to continue your study. तो घर पे ही बैठ के थोड़ा किताब को खोला करें, किताब का चेहरा देखा करें, किताब कैसा लगता है ये भी बताएं, उसका शकल आपसे अच्छा है या नहीं, ये सब चीज आप लोग टीचर से बात करते रहें, टीचर के साथ कनेक्टेड है, क्योंकि अगर टीचर से कनेक्शन एक बार खत्म होगा तो फिर लिंक करना क्लास में बहुत ही दिक्कत हो जाएगा. तो ओल्ड चीज रिवाइज करते रहे, नीट या जेईई में काम आएगा. इस छुट्टी को ऐसे वेस्ट ना करें. जैसा कि अभी तक समझ में आ रहा है कि 11th में तो आप पास हुए या फेल हुए मतलब नहीं है. ड्यू टू कोरोना आप लोग को 11th पे प्रमोट कर दिया जाएगा. बट एट द सेम टाइम आप लोग को 12th में बहुत ही अच्छा करना है. 12th का जहां तक अभी पता चला है कि कुछ चैप्टर्स कम होंगे. नो डाउट इलेक्ट्रोस्टैटिक्स सब बहुत इंपॉर्टेंट चैप्टर है, तो इसे कम नहीं किया जाएगा. या तो मॉडर्न फिजिक्स को कम किया जाएगा या सेमीकंडक्टर को कम किया जाएगा. तो अभी आप लोग इलेक्ट्रिक फील्ड, इलेक्ट्रोस्टैटिक्स ये सब चैप्टर या फिर लाइट को हटा सकता है. तो अभी देखिए लगे इलेक्ट्रोस्टैटिक्स नो डाउट ये आपके सिलेबस में रहेगा है, तो इसे ठीक से पढ़ लीजिए, सब क्वेश्चन लगा लीजिए, सोल्व ऑल द क्वेश्चन. ओके, थैंक यू, ऑल द बेस्ट.